Okay, everybody, it's time to roll the wind eventually. So here we go. Starting the takedown process. Nothing all that impressive about this old table's build. It's made mostly out of rough lumber. The only pieces that are not rough lumber are these pieces here, which were poplar. What I had done is I've got two. I want to get my curve because I don't have anything behind this curve, see. Was I went straight to the center. I had a line in the center and I used both, and then I measured out until both ends were the same distance from the wall to give me basically the same curve through there. For some reason, I felt like it was a great idea to use black screws, which just makes this job harder. Alright, so now I'm down to taking this 2x6 out. What I wanted you to see, I mean, this is like I said before, it's all rough lumber. Did a half-assed job of staining it. But what I wanted you to see was on the outside of my frame, I had these 2x4s mounted and used that as a cleat to attach the boxes to on the outside so that I wasn't drilling into the actual table surface. Okay, so now I've got everything down to the hook almost out, obviously. I've got way too many staples in this thing, but I wanted you to make sure you saw I got a piece of vinyl and then I've got some felt underneath the vinyl. That was my old original underlay. Here in a little bit we're going to find out just how beat up that is down there. Alright, so there I've got this side over here is now off. Luckily it came off in 2 pieces for me. Okay, so I just wanted you to see again, I didn't spend a lot of money building this old table. You don't have to use, if you're going to make your own homemade practice rig like I've been using, you don't have to buy expensive wood, even though that is an oxymoron at the current state of the price of wood. But you don't have to go out and buy walnut or hickory, maple, or even birch. You can make a practice rig out of most anything. And that was what I did. I went as cheap as I could. You see that MDF or X, whatever it's called down there, I call it particle board. That's what this base is. What was left off the base, off them sheets, I bought 2 sheets of it, had it cut at Home Depot so I could carry it. And what was left was just perfect for using on part of these boxes. So it was not a complicated piece of carpentry. Alright, so as you can see, we're making some progress. I've got to take that cleat, that white board you see over there, that 2x4 that's worth probably $14 now. I've got to take it off. And all I've got left is just this end. And then I got about 10 million staples to remove. Alright. If I get this down here, I'm just pulled some of this up. So I was always hitting right in here. So this vinyl is not showing any real wear. So let's see. Well, it doesn't show any there. I'm kind of surprised. I was expecting it to really be beat up by the way it sounded. Until it's thinner. Let's see if this will come up. Nope. That staple puller's hold of that. Alright everybody, through all those pictures you've looked at that I've hopefully been able to cut into this thing, this is the layout. I'm getting ready to put the tub on. I'll tape some of that for you. Here's the tub. Alright, so now I'm getting ready to put the side rails on. So screws, pull them in tight together, and I'll put the other side on. Alright, as you can see, now I got my diamond rubber backs up, and I've also begun my chip rail. Next thing I'll do is I will begin installing the actual chip holders, chip rails themselves. Hey everybody, it's time to roll the wind on a brand new table. Everything is done except for getting the upholstery on the chip rails here. These lift off, so I can take these off and get them upholstered. And then they have brackets to attach underneath. We've got a nice new surface. We've got our all tall smalls. We've got our hot bets now, and we've got our new logo for there. Real pleased with it. It took me mostly by myself all day yesterday, and I was exhausted at the end and finished it up a little bit this morning early. Got the chip rails in on this end this morning. Everything on that end was done last night. I just had to finish up getting my diamonds up, getting the chip rails on this side this morning. I'm real pleased. Real pleased. And just so everybody knows, we got some bouncy surfaces. What did I go with? Well, if you watched all the other little videos or clips and pictures that I put together, you're going to see that we've got scuba gear. I did go with the 1/16 inch scuba on that end. On this end, I've got the traditional felt covered by vinyl. Overlay over everything, pretty much split down the middle. Fairly bouncy, really bouncy. So let's break it in. Let's go with 2312, and let's break it in with a $20 horn bit right off the bat and see what happens on the come out here. See that bounce down there? We get a 5 out of that. And pull my puck out of the drawer over here. 0.5. It'll take a little getting used to, but it is more similar. The other one had gotten, the other table had gotten just a little bit too firm. This one might be a little bit too unfirm. But through a 6, it'll probably settle down some. And it's not too unlike a lot of the tables. Nice thing about this table is it does come, if I really decide I don't like it, I can take that end off with very little trouble. Getting the drink rail off the bottom will be the hardest part. There's a 10. The mirror kind of throws me off a little bit. But makes it more real, doesn't it? I'm pleased. It's been a heck of a project for the last week and a half getting it together. There's that 12. I'll throw that up there. I can mark them up there now. Another 12. See a 12, better 12. Anyway, I'll throw a couple back at you on this end, that end. I don't know that you'll be able to see it, but they really are bouncy down there. The nice thing is if I move down here to the hook, move my stick out of the way here. Move down here to the hook and make a toss. It does give you a lot more feel for some of these bouncier tables down there. Four, 3, 7. So when you're throwing, I'm still trying to see if I can get this tossed soft enough to go to the wall with it. going to give me a challenge. I believe if I can master this table, trying a shorter toss, there's a hard 6. Thinking if I could master this one, I can do pretty good on some of the ones that we run into at the casinos. Let's just see one more time. Let's throw a cross 6 from down here real quick. You can see we got some bounce back. We got some bounce going. Well, all right, everybody. We'll start some videos up. We'll be on Dave Carlin show. Same bet Monday night. Hopefully I can get all this put up and together by then. See you there on that show, and then we'll have some videos coming out once my arm is recuperated. I have really, my fingers are so sore. This morning I couldn't even grip the pair of dice. Just worn out from all the old age I got and the work I've been doing on this thing. So, but thank y'all. If you will, hit the like button, subscribe. If you're amenable to that, I appreciate it. Let's remember, so now we're going to practice like we play in a real casino, and then we're going to go to the real casino and we're going to play like we practice. And when we do that, we're going to roll to win.